Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome and welcome back. It's BK Tarot here, and today's pick a card reading is going to be on how have you changed in front of people? Okay, how have you changed in front of people's eyes? Okay, what changes have they seen within you? What transitions, things like that. So we're going to get into it. We have group one, change. Okay, so that's very apparent. Group two, we have blame. Group three, we have trust. And group four, we have courage. So remember, this is a general reading, so some things may or may not resonate. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Timestamps are in the description box below. All right. So we're going to get into it for group one. All right. So group one, we have change. So clearly, you have definitely changed in front of people. People have seen the transition that you have made within yourself. You could have been doing some inner work, inner healing. You could be doing that right now. Okay, you could have recently overcome something. You could have accomplished something or reached some type of goal. Maybe for one of you, um, like maybe one of you are in like AA or one of those like programs to help with maybe substance challenges or anything like that. Or you could be someone who is in therapy or going to counseling, and you have recently hit some type of milestone within that. So people are definitely seeing the changes that you have made because of whatever program you're in or whatever counseling you're doing or inner work you're doing. People definitely see the changes that you have been making. So you may be more talkative now, you may be more outgoing, and people definitely notice this. They like it. It's refreshing to them because maybe before you weren't as talkative for whatever reason. Maybe you just felt maybe insecure, maybe because of the challenges and issues you've had or that you are dealing with. You could be dealing with anxiety, PTSD, just different things. And maybe you felt like if you were to be as talkative or outgoing, people would pick up on this or notice this, and then it would make you feel insecure because maybe you thought someone would call it out or something. But now you're standing in your truth and you're feeling more comfortable to let yourself shine, like stand out more, you know? All right, well, that's good. It's a good start. All right, let's see. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. How has group one changed in front of people? How has group one changed in front of people? So we have Leo, sixth house. I believe this is Pluto. Hold on. Yeah, this is Pluto. Okay. So you've had an intense transformation. It could have been intense for you internally. So you could have made like a really drastic change from like a certain lifestyle you used to live. You're not living that anymore. So it's like you could have went from like a close off energy, maybe staying to yourself, being a homebody. And now you have changed into someone who's maybe more outgoing. You are out on the town more. You're talking to strangers or just sparking up conversations with other people more. And this is how you have been changing in front of people. And I feel like because of this change, people are proud of you. People are happy to see it within you, especially your loved ones. And these loved ones, it makes them want to be more loyal to you or makes them want to show up more for you now that you are showing up for yourself. Okay. You may have changed some type of routine that you're doing for yourself. So maybe you are including journaling now, maybe you're including affirmations or praying or doing meditations, something to help you with your inner world. You have been doing that, or you're starting to do that, or you're thinking about doing that. Okay. So let's keep going. Trying to make sure everything is in frame, y'all, because I think one of the other videos, the cards weren't in frame. So I apologize for that. But let's keep going. Spirit team, how has group 1 changed in front of people's eyes? 8 of Wands. So just confirm my message earlier about you guys moving around more, being out on the town more. You could be traveling or driving around more, or you could be spending more time with your friends and your loved ones, and they notice this change. And yeah, they're happy to be around you. You know, they're happy you're coming around more often now. Maybe before you used to turn down like parties or events that you got invited to, but now you are starting to go to those parties or events. Or you could be someone who is initiating plans with family members and friends and things like that. And this is how you're changing in front of people. So guys, how is group 1 changing in front of people? 2 of Knives. I hear that you guys are like your looks are standing out, your physical appearance is standing out more also. So you could be doing something different with your makeup. You could have changed your hairstyle or got a different type of haircut. You could be changing your clothing, and your clothing could be eccentric or different also, okay? And you're someone who may be more decisive. Maybe before you used to be on the fence about certain decisions you had to make. So maybe you were confused a lot, or it would take you a while to decide certain things. But nowadays, you're more quick to decide on things and make decisions. We have 4 of Knives and Death. So we have heavy Scorpio in this reading. Okay. And heavy air signs and fire signs here. So yeah, we have heavy Scorpio, we have Leo, Virgo, the fire signs, air signs here. Okay. You could be educating yourself more in something, and this is how you have changed. You could be sharing what you have learned with other people, and this is actually helping other people also within their lives. Like you could be giving them a new perspective or a new insight on something that you're doing or something that you're into. So it's like your change is also changing other people. So it's like a rippling effect. And maybe you are highlighting maybe certain things within them that they have been putting on the back burner to change. And maybe now they are starting to think about maybe changing or doing something different because they see you doing it, you know? You could be like the first one in your family to do something different within a certain category of your life. And you have people looking up to you because of this, because of your bravery with that change. Wow, that's awesome. Some of you guys could be more active also, and this is how you're changing in front of people. You could be going to different dance classes, fitness classes. You could be enrolling in school or learning something also. All right, group 1. So that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. So group 2, we have blame. So I believe you guys, group 2, are taking responsibility for your life, taking control of your life. Maybe before you would fall back on what other people were doing, it was like a comfort for you, to where it's like maybe other people were deciding things for you, or you would just go with the flow of maybe what your loved ones or what your friends were doing. And yeah, it was just, I guess, easier for you. You might not have wanted to do certain things, but you felt like, okay, well, since this person is doing it, someone that I trust, I might as well just go ahead and do it, And maybe you weren't really thinking it through and just thought like, okay, well, this person has thought it through, so I'm sure that, I'll be okay if I move forward with this just like them. So, yeah, now you may be someone who is making your own decisions, okay? And maybe internally, like if certain things would go wrong or you were challenged with certain things, you would maybe put the blame on other people, okay? Or you would, I don't know, it's like you would push away the fact that you had some type of responsibility within that decision or within that challenge. But maybe now you're facing the facts and, yeah, just taking accountability. That's what I'm hearing. And this is how you're changing in front of people. You could be admitting to certain things also, or you could have admitted to something that maybe you were putting off or that you weren't talking about. You probably brought this up in discussion with someone and maybe exposed your part in whatever this is. So people are seeing this, or this person that maybe you've exposed this to is seeing that you're changing in this way. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Spirit team, how is group 2 changing in front of people? How's group 2 changing in front of people? So, which one is this? I don't know what that one is. Uranus. Yeah, that's Uranus. 7th house and Sagittarius. Okay. So maybe you used to go along with what other people did because maybe you felt like your thought process was so different from other people, and maybe you felt like it was wrong or it wouldn't be accepted because it was so different from other people. But now you guys may be embracing your unique thought process, your unique ideas, and you're living those things out in the open. Like you're living it out based on your like actions and your behaviors. People are seeing this, and this is how you are changing in front of people. You may be talking more about the things that you know, and the things that you know may be so different from the people around you. You may be opening up yourself to meeting new people that are different from you, or interacting or mingling with people that are different from you. Maybe some of you are on a dating scene, and maybe you are being more open to other cultures. Like maybe you're open to dating other cultures or open to talking to other cultures or other people with a different background from you. And this is how you're changing in front of people. So you could be a Aquarius, Sagittarius, or a Libra. All right. Spirit team. How is, hold on, let me move this down. How is group 2 changing in front of people's eyes? How is group 2 changing in front of people? Okay, we have 4 of coins. I feel like you guys are more stable within your character. You're more stable within who you are. The Hermit. You could be going on a solo journey of inner healing and tapping more into your inner guidance and your intuition. Yeah, did I say that in this reading, or I don't remember. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's see. Wow, we have the Hierophant. You could be on your spiritual journey, or you could be investing more time in your religious beliefs or your religious practices or your spirituality. And on the back, we have Son of Wands. Yeah, maybe for some of you, you started going to church or started going to some type of institution where you can learn from spiritually, or where you can learn something from that is connected to like your higher self. Yeah, you could have joined something. You could have joined some type of group or some type of organization. And maybe you're not telling people about this for some of you, but people could pick up and sense that like you're doing something different now than what you were doing before. And maybe some people can tell that you are detached from them and maybe their beliefs and how they move throughout life. Like you're not doing what they are doing, and you're like doing things differently. You could also be investing more time in yourself, where you're getting to know yourself on a deeper level in some type of way, but you also could be catering to yourself, where like you're buying the things that you desire. You're buying things that are relating to beauty and hygiene and um, things that contribute to your physical appearance. Okay. And maybe for some of you, you could have been more in the party scene or more like wild. So you could have been you could be a party animal, or it could have been a party animal and could have been going out like every weekend, drinking all the time and all this stuff. And maybe now you are not doing that as much, or you're not doing it anymore. Okay. And this is how you're changing in front of people. Wow. All right. So the other signs we have are the earth signs, heavy Virgo, fire signs, and Taurus, heavy Taurus. All right, group 2. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let's get into it for group 3. We have trust. I feel like a lot of these, or like all of these groups, have been kind of spiritual, it feels like. Sorry if y'all heard that. I had hit the mic. But yeah, because it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So you may be increasing your faith in God or in whatever higher power you believe in. Okay, some of you could be Hindi or into Buddhism. And some of you guys may be looking into Dharma. I don't know much about it, but I know it has to do with like your calling in life, something like that. And I forgot which religion or spiritual practice it is. I think it may be Buddhism that relates to Dharma, something like that. Don't quote me. But yeah, so you guys could be investing more time in getting to know yourself through God, or getting to know yourself through whatever higher power you believe in, and it's helping you build up your trust more, with you making decisions, and more trust in the process of life. And this is how you're changing in front of people. There's certain decisions that you have made or that you are making, and maybe some people don't understand it. Some people may be confused about it because maybe they wouldn't make those type of decisions. But I feel like you guys are at the point where you understand your path, and you understand that your path is different from others, and your path may be more complex than the people around you who don't understand. Okay, that's interesting. All right, Spirit guys, how has group 3 changed in front of people? How has group 3 changed in front of people? Oh, no, not yet. So we have South Node, Sagittarius in 8th house. Hold on, y'all. So I feel like you guys are being more patient with certain things, because maybe before you used to be someone who made maybe quick decisions, or you would get impatient about certain things, so maybe you would act impulsively with certain things, but maybe now you are thinking things through, taking time to make certain decisions. And this is how you're changing in front of people. Maybe your decisions before were led by passion and were led by lust, is what I'm hearing. And led by wanting to indulge in certain things. Okay, but now you are changing that up to where you're being more thoughtful about the things that you do. You're being more thoughtful about the people you involve in your life and in your space. You could be a Sagittarius or a Scorpio. Okay. Let's keep going. Spirit guys, how has group 3 changed in front of people? How has group 3 changed in front of people? Ooh, okay. Yeah, we have the devil. So that just confirms what I was saying about maybe you being indulgent. Um, you could be coming from group 2. But maybe some of you used to drink a lot, smoke a lot, party a lot. Just doing things to satisfy your pleasures, satisfy your desires, and maybe some of those things weren't so good for you, but you didn't care because you just wanted what you wanted. Okay. And we all have our moments. I feel like I say this all the time, but it's like, there's no judgment here. We all have our flaws. We all have things we working through, you know, or maybe now you're becoming more aware of the things that you indulge in. Maybe you haven't stopped certain things completely, but you're becoming more aware of it. So for instance, if you're someone who drinks a lot and you're out with someone, or you're out, partying or something like that, to yourself, you could be saying, damn, this is my fourth drink already. This needs to be my last drink for the night. Maybe when normally you'll have like 6 or 7 drinks and not even realize it till the next day. So maybe you are starting to, I was going to say taper off. Yeah, you could be starting to taper off from doing certain things that you're indulging in. And this is how you're changing in front of people. You could be turning down going out, or turning down, like if you smoke or whatever, you could be turning down smoking with other people. And this is how you're changing in front of people. Spirit team, how is group 3 changing in front of people? 3 of baskets. Yeah, you could you could have some friends that look like you see them drinking. I was just talking about that, right? So this is confirmation for somebody. Is that you like to party, you like to drink, and maybe you're realizing that you need to slow down, or maybe spirit is calling you guys to slow down a little bit, especially if you're someone who gets hangovers, or you get headaches, or you feel dehydrated, or like if you can tell that like your body is physically getting affected by your indulgence, then maybe that is something that needs to be adjusted. Okay, if you're not doing that already. Yeah, you could be changing your friend groups. You could be changing how often you go out and spend time with other people. Okay, and this all could stem from you and your relationship with God, or you and your relationship with the higher power you believe in. Wow. Okay. We have 10 of baskets. So these cards have all people on it, and with the Wheel of Fortune. And they have drinks too. So yeah, maybe a lot of you in this reading go out a lot with people, or you used to, and maybe you have stopped, or maybe you're in the process of slowing down. Maybe also one of you maybe has noticed that you haven't been eating as healthy. You could be indulging in greasy foods and going out a lot, eating out a lot and stuff like that. And maybe it's just because you get invited out by these friends that you always hang out with. And maybe you're realizing that like you're starting to gain weight, or you're starting to get acne or something, something relating to your body. But yeah, something relating to indulgence in some type of area of your life, and that is changing, and people are noticing this. So you could be someone who is starting to work out now. You could be working out now, or you could be going for walks, or maybe you could be inviting like your friends or family members to go on a walk with you, or to join your fitness journey if you are on a fitness journey. Okay. Maybe also for one of you, you could be spending time with different family members than you used to. Maybe you're spending time with different family members that are more in alignment with this new path you're taking, or this new reality that you are stepping into. And this is how you're changing in front of people. Yeah, so some of you used to spend a lot of time with friends, and maybe now you're spending more time with certain family members, or you could have been spending more time with family members in the past, and now you're spending more time with friends or people who are more in alignment with who you are or where you're trying to go. That's interesting. Okay. So you could be a Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or you could be Taurus. I heard Libra, Leo, or Aquarius. All right, group 3. That was interesting. All right. So for group 4, we have courage. Find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So you could be speaking up more about certain things. You could be speaking up against injustices that you see in front of you. Maybe before you would just brush it off if someone was doing or saying something that you didn't agree with, and you're like, oh, it's not my business, I'm not getting involved. But maybe now you are maybe standing up for the underdog, or standing up for what's right by speaking up and speaking the truth about it, or kind of checking people when you know that they're doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, or saying something they're not supposed to be saying because it's not right. And this is how you're changing in front of people. And maybe by you speaking up and speaking out, it's like you are tapping more into your intuition, and you're saying things that other people were thinking. Like maybe some people wanted to speak out against this person who was doing or saying something that was offsetting or off the wall. Yeah, I forgot what I was getting at, but yeah, so it's like you say things that people are thinking. You say things that people wish they had the guts to say. And this is how you're changing in front of people. And I feel like these people are like, dang, I'm glad group 4 said something, because I was definitely thinking it, but I didn't want to go against this person. I didn't want to like start an argument or a debate with this person. So you could be coming up against certain people who are very I'm here tyrannical, or people who are very like it's their way or the highway type thing. And these people only like to hear themselves talk. So you could be speaking up against these type of people that other people are like nervous to stand up against. And this is how you are changing in front of people. Spirit team, how's group 4 changing in front of people? Scorpio, Mars, and 6th house. Yeah, and maybe the way that you say certain things, it comes off very brash or very direct. Okay. But it's definitely needed, especially whoever you're speaking up against or you're speaking to about this. Maybe the person you're speaking up against has not had someone speak to them like this before, but this is what they need to hear, you know, so they can stop maybe picking on people or putting people down. You could have stood up against one of your family members who was talking down or dismissing or demeaning one of your other family members. Okay, for one of you. So you could be an Aries, Scorpio, or Virgo. And maybe I heard some of you guys may have a very interesting gym routine or interesting fitness routine that is intense. So some of you could be doing CrossFit, or I heard Krav Maga, or you could be doing some very intense fitness sports or be involved in like an intense fitness program. Okay, maybe some of you are training for the marathon, or you've run a marathon before, or something with running. Maybe for one of you, you served in the military. If so, thank you for your service. But yeah, you're changing also with the fitness routine and like how you take care of your body. It could be a very intense way that you take care of your body. You could be very strict with your diet and strict with like your eating habits and your exercise routine, things like that. I feel like I said that a bunch of times, but let's keep going. Spirit team, how is group 1? I mean, some of y'all could be coming from group 1, but how is group 4 changing in front of people? How's group 4 changing in front of people? Okay, 7 of knives. You see that? Like, look, he got his fist up. So yeah, y'all definitely could be involved in a fighting sport or something relating to that. Or you could be someone who fights with your words nowadays versus before. But you do it in a very strategic and analytical way to get your point across so that change can happen within that situation. Ooh, that's too much. Spirit guys, how is group 4 changing in front of people? How has group 4 changed in front of people? All right, we got the Hanged Man. You could be wearing more like bright colors. You could be wearing reds, oranges, and green, I heard too. But yeah, like I said, the way you go about saying something to someone, it makes people think, because it's so intense and so like direct and different from what they're used to experiencing. We have Daughter of Wands and we have Daughter of Baskets here. Maybe for one of you, you could be from Arizona or from North or South Carolina. I know that's very specific. Or maybe also one of you guys could be from New York City, or you could have recently took a trip to New York City, because this one is kind of reminding me of Grand Concourse. For those who have been in New York City, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So yeah, maybe that's another thing too, is you could be traveling more often. Yeah, I think that was a message in group 1 also. So yeah, that makes sense that I mentioned that before. So some of y'all could be traveling more. You could be spending more money. upon yourself. And you could maybe be doing solo trips just to explore a certain area. Like maybe for one of you, you're someone who like does research on a certain area, or there's like a certain restaurant you want to try out, or a certain activity you want to do, or some program you want to take, and it's not in your area or region, and you do the research and then you make a plan to take a trip to that area to, you know, do whatever that thing is that you researched. Okay. And this is how you're changing in front of people. You're doing more stuff. Doing more stuff that's different than what you used to do. So now people are seeing you in a different light. People are seeing like, yeah, like you're very courageous. You're not scared to try new things. Okay. Some things that you try may be scary to other people. So some of you guys may be like adrenaline junkies. So maybe like you do research to go somewhere, to like another state or another country or region, to do skydiving or to do bungee jumping or something like that. And people are definitely scared to do that, but not you. You're very brave in that aspect. All right. So the other signs we have are the air signs, heavy Pisces, water signs, and fire signs. All right, group 4. So that was your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.